Hello and welcome back, YouTube. It's been a while since I posted a video, and I have been working on getting some vices ready to send out to some people who will be able to give me feedback on how it works and also some exposure because they all have audiences. So thank you to all those who put their hands up for that. This initial sort of prototype production run from the manufacturer was really quite good. There weren't a lot of problems, a few little things that I had to modify, but that's to be expected as we work things out. One mistake that I made was not specifying cold rolled steel for the front, and I want the front to really look good. I spent quite a lot of time trying to grind off the mill scale on the hot rolled steel fronts, going to higher and higher grit sanding devices to try to make that happen, and it was just taking forever, and I needed grit so coarse that it was putting deep gouges in the metal, and then going back through the smaller grits would have taken forever. It just and I would have worn out a bunch of the discs even with the really large grit. So I needed a better solution. And I started doing some research and found a method that worked, and I thought it was interesting enough for a little standalone video. So that's what you're going to see today. So what I did was a chemical treatment, and now's a good time to say proceed at your own risk. I don't certify any of this as safe. Don't do anything that you're not educated on, and do not consider this video education. With that out of the way, I've got all 5 of the pieces spaced so that the muriatic acid can get to all 5 of them. Muriatic acid is just hydrochloric acid. I really don't know why they call it that. I got the more dilute stuff, seemed to work fine. A 90-minute bath took off all the scale, and 90 minutes was probably even a little bit more than needed. So this definitely worked, but one of the drawbacks with this method is that you get flash rusting, meaning that the pieces rust very quickly after you take them out of the bath. So I thought if I neutralized with baking soda and water right afterwards, like you see me doing here, that would stop that from happening. I still got flash rust. What might have happened, I might not have had the concentration high enough, even though you saw quite a bit of conversion there. I might not have left it in long enough, and I didn't try to dry those pieces right after they came out. So I think if I was going to try it again, I'd do stronger concentration, leave it in longer, and then take them out individually and dry each one off. But the surface rust, unlike that mill scale, is super easy to take off. It really didn't take very much time to sand and blend the metal to a finish that I thought looked good. And at this point, I've packed them all up and shipped them to the people who are going to be using them. So hopefully before too long, you'll get to hear what some other folks think of the vices, and that should be interesting. I'm also going to do an instruction video for everyone who gets them and just make it public so that the whole audience can follow along, just to show exactly the steps to take to expeditiously build the vise into a workbench and a chop. So that'll be up soon. Until then, thanks for watching.